Hello crafters, welcome to Created Home with G, and today's video. Today we're going to be altering this bauble. It's going to be a deer. I'm going to turn it into a stag or a reindeer bauble. First thing I'm going to do is give it a coat of gesso. Now this is a new gesso for me. This is because I like the blue so much that I've decided, not the blue, sorry, the black, that I decided to get the white that's also sold by Pebeo. Pebeo? I can never pronounce it properly, but it's that one there, P-E-B-E-O, so it's Pebe. If you know how it's pronounced properly, please put it in the comments for me. So I'm just going to cover this bauble. Now this is a bauble that I got in the sale after Christmas last year. It was a pack of 2, so you get 2, and it was 2 for 50p. So I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to dab the gesso all over. I'm probably going to give it 3 coats altogether, because this one is this gesso is thinner than the other gesso I used to use, and I don't want any of the grey to show. Okay crafters, I have my bauble painted 3 times now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide what I want to be the front, and I want this to be the front. I'm going to use my brown Sharpie, and I am going to create a face for my lovely little critter. Now this, like I said, is going to be a deer slash stag slash reindeer, and this one's going to have a nice big red nose. So that's going to be his red nose. Now I need to paint all this on the outside. Apart from this and this, I need to paint that brown. So I've just got some brown acrylic paint, and this is burnt umber, so it's quite a dark brown. But if you wanted a lighter brown, just add some white to it. But I'm quite happy to have the dark brown, you know, because they're deers, they're stags, you know, they're all shades of brown, so I'm quite happy to have it this brown. But if you did want a lighter, or if, for example, if you were to do a girl and a boy and you wanted the girl to be lighter, then just add some white paint to the brown paint you have, or unless you've got a lighter brown paint. So I'm just going to paint around my drawing. Now this one is different to the other one that I've done. I'm bringing 1 to camera, but I am doing 2, but I will show you what that one looks like as well, just to show you that you can personalize these and have them whimsical or lifelike. You know, there's no rules. It's your ornament. You could even make these into Mickey Mouse and cut out some circles out of cardstock. So many different things you can do. And if you don't have baubles like this, I would recommend that you get a polystyrene based bauble, which this one is, because I will be cutting into it for the ears. And I have got some antlers that I'll be placing into this little chappie as well. So I am going to paint this burnt umber brown. Right crafters, we have him, and he's almost dry. I'm going to use some red glitter, and I'm going to use the Nuvo glitter drops because it dries with dimension. And I'm going to give this one is going to be my Rudolph, and the colour of this glitter is Ruby Slipper, I believe. Yep, Ruby Slippers, and I get these from mememadeit.com. There'll be a link in the description box, as there always is on every video, for Maymay's store. So I'll need to leave this to dry before I move on to the eyes and his ears and antlers. But that's what we're going to do for his nose. Okay crafters, I'm back. Now I need to do the ears for the deer ornament, and I've got this brown cardstock, but it's not dark enough, so I've just used my vintage photo, and I've just gone over the cardstock with it, so just to darken it up a bit. I'm going to use 2 oval stitched edge nesting
I'm going
dies.
to use my little tool here, my prism, Spellbinder's prism, instead of getting out my big what do you call it? Oh gosh, crafters, my brain is mush at the moment. Instead of getting out my Cuttlebug, I'm going to have it so the die comes off the paper a little bit, so I have a flat edge, and I'm going to run that through my prism. So I have that. Now I need to use a lighter piece of cardstock. So just going through my scraps. And I'm going to do the same thing with the smaller oval die. Okay, now using some foam tape, I'm going to just pop up this lighter colour, just to give the ear some interest. And I'm going to put those on, but I'm going to leave a bit of gap because obviously some of this is going to be submerged into my bauble. Now for some reason, when I was looking back at the footage, some of the footage of me, as I was saying, I came in and painted here, and I used my black paint to do the eyes, but that footage has disappeared. I don't know where that's gone. I'm just going to use my Tipex, or my correction pen, to do the pupils. Now this one has a big shiny red nose. Now using my craft knife, I am going to come to where this bauble top is, and about an inch down, and I'm going to submerge my craft knife in, and I'm going to cut downwards. This is why I recommend you use a polystyrene bauble. That's what you'll need for this particular part. And then I'm going to submerge the ears. Just need to give it the space for it to sink in. Okay, so there we have the other ear, and now I have these lovely antlers, and I'm going to submerge those into my bauble. I'm just going to put a dab of hot glue at the base, so when the base hits the bauble, it will then secure it. So that's one. And there we have it. The only thing that I have done with my other one is I have given it a coat of glitter glue. Now that's a glue I have that is full with iridescent glitter. I'll show you the bottle if I can find it. This glitter here, this is glitter glue and it's iridescent. So let me just put on my hanger. All my paintbrushes are in the bathroom drying. So as I say, I'll show you this one, and all I did with this one is gave it a coating of the iridescent glitter, as you can see, and this one I did in a slightly different way. But I just love the way they look. I think I'm going to give this one some red twine as well. I really like the way that one looks. So I'm just going to cut some twine off. And I'm simply just going to wrap it around my hands. And then cut off another piece to tie it. Let's tie it together. So it's basically like a figure of 8 really. I can put some hot glue on that, and I could put that at the top, or I could put it underneath, and I think I'm going to put it underneath like the other one. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it with the glitter glue, and I have two really distinctive and very unusual tree ornaments for my tree this year. Thank you very much for joining me today, crafters, and you'll see me again very soon. Take care now.